Welcome to another episode of the Up in Bed podcast. I know it's been a while. I promised that I would do this like at least a little bit more regularly. Did I make that promise? I don't remember. I make a lot of promises I don't actually like fulfill. You can ask my parents. They'll tell you. Uh, so before I start with this episode of the podcast, I should probably just address a couple of things. No, I am not homeless. I know I look like that. I am also not trying to resemble any religious figures. The I also have not learned how to play the tabla or any other classical instrument. This is the hair just happened because uh, I was as a kid. I always thought I was gonna go bald. I had a raised forehead, and all the men on my mom's side of the family were like eggshell bald, right? So I thought I'll never be able to have long hair. And the pandemic, it's like I had the perfect excuse to grow hair and then see and just like what if this is the last time I can do this, and feel cute, you know uh, I also hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and taking care. I don't really care about you guys, but I care about the views you bring to my videos, because there's so few of you. I can't be like, I don't care. I care about your views, right? So you guys, I hope you're not like fucking up. But it's a bit like you remember when porn was going to be banned in the country. It was for the right reasons, but everyone was like, oh, like what are we going to do? That for comedians, that's what your views are, because the more it grows, the more we are like, you know maybe this is the chance I get. Uh, I am very bad. Also, just this entire I'm doing this entire thing and starting the podcast again only because, like, man, it's very hard to record in the pandemic. Right? I don't know when I'm gonna get another stand-up video that I can put out and try and impress you guys with. Uh, so I'm gonna start doing the podcast actually a lot more because, like, at least somewhere I can do jokes and shit. Because even live, it's very hard. We're in a pandemic, guys. All right. Uh, but this entire episode is actually dedicated to one person, okay? Because I have very few fans, and this is one of them. Right? It's dedicated to Manohar Jha. Right? Now this is a dude who's been commenting on most of my videos, very nice things. Okay, so he sounds like a sweetheart. And in the first episode of the Up in Bed podcast thing, he commented, "Kelt, I've commented this on previous videos too, reiterating, comma, reiterating, and then a semicolon. Okay, I don't even know if the usage of semicolon here is correct, but it blew my mind. I got a little intimidated, and I was like, oh my god, I cannot lose his validation. you know and he said, you are tremendously underrated. It may be due to various reasons like marketing, publicity issues, YouTube just being for hobby. You don't work on this expansion aspect, and marketing and publicity issues are actually right. I'm not very camera friendly. I'm very anxious around cameras, and I suck at marketing, right? But with every comma, you started like questioning my passion for the job. Like YouTube just being for hobby, dude. I'm literally putting all my work. I don't even listen to podcasts myself. Okay, and now I'm doing a podcast only because I know my profession needs it. Okay, because other than that, I have to like market, and I hate marketing. I don't understand marketing. Marketing doesn't make any sense to me. Like, just because it works in one place doesn't mean it works everywhere, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's like uh, I don't know which city you're from, but in Bangalore, in MG Road, there's like a huge billboard ad for like a jockey advertisement. Okay, and it's just like a half naked dude, and it's just like this part of his body, right? And you just look at it, and you just see like he just has like these like great chiseled abs, and then you're just like you like see. I wasn't looking at the ad for that long either. Okay, and it's not really the abs. Dude, his abs looked like a bar of dairy milk silk. You see those, like, every cube so well defined, and I'm like, how are you doing that? Like, but that's not even my problem with the ad, okay? Because first of all, it's supposed to be an underwear ad, but the guy is like more prominent, and the tag for the ad was feel like the 4th of July in your pants. Right? Now 4th of July is like American Independence Day. You know what it is to me? Just another day. You know what just another day in my pants feels like? I swear to God, it's not worth marketing. I don't understand. Like, I don't even know what exactly. I know it's the ad is for the product. The product is underwear. But are we even sure that that's the real product in the ad? It just doesn't. It didn't make any sense to me. It's the same thing that TVS Motors is also now doing. Like, I know the Marvel Cinematic Universe is huge and it's great, and like I'm a fan, right? And they made great movies, but TVS Motors is now coming up with three scooties, right? Scooties called the Iron Man, the Black Panther, and the Captain America, right? And for scooties, to be honest, calling it Iron Man and Black Panther itself is like a bit uh, ambitious, over ambitious, if not disrespectful. Uh, but the Captain America, right? That's the one that blew my mind the most. How are they so confident that it will work in this country? Like, dude, I have a Honda CD100 at home, okay? And every night I go to sleep worried that someone will steal the petrol in my fucking bike, okay? But if your scooty is called Captain America, aren't you even like slightly afraid that it might cause some people to be a little extra patriotic, a little bit more patriotic than necessary. Not patriotic, but like nationalist. Not nationalist. I mean, like, you know, Angrez. I don't know. Out of this country, Americans are assholes. I agree. I agree. Uh, so then Manohar Jha goes on to say, "Bro, I acknowledge layperson like me have limited understanding of humor, comedy, jokes, and subjectivity factors in when we appreciate talent such as you, dude. Why are you doing this to yourself? You like defend your opinion. Don't care about what other people think. Okay, because the more you say that you don't know about humor and the more you don't know about comedy and jokes, dude, that questions your faith in me, right? Don't be so nice, okay? Because if you're this nice and you're trying to just tell your friends like, hey, listen, there's this guy called Kelt. Yeah, I find him funny, but I don't really know about. They're not gonna respect you because they don't know anything themselves, dude. I swear to God, this entire statement that like customer is king is just marketing. It's a marketing strategy. It's bullshit. The customer is not king. The customer doesn't know anything. Okay, I'm a consumer too. Okay, I like there are comics in Bangalore who are famous, who I think are funny. Like Shanky, uh, Anand Ratnam, Suman Kumar, Naveen Kumar. I find them funny, but are they really funny? Like I you don't never question your own like taste. It's just unnecessary. And then you went on. This is the best part. You're like, but trust me, तुम अभी तक के मेरे favorite stand-up हो. Okay, and then within brackets you also translated for me, man. You are a sweetheart. You're like, you're so far my personal favorite. And then you said, you've seen how like you've seen about like over 30 stand-up comics and you appreciate all of them, but then you really like me a lot. No, wait, you also said I am of opinion that some of them are better than you on parameter of setting, structuring, and carrying out a joke on an average, right? Now that's true, but you didn't have to like say it out in the open, bro. Like, come on, like you already said you don't know about humor and comedy, and then don't put this out. Like, it's, bro. Then you also said, yet you come at number one when it comes to establish an affectionate connection with the audience, bro. I don't care about you. It's only your views. Okay. I kindly don't. He says, kindly don't quit making videos, man. I won't quit making videos as long as they're stand up, okay? But the podcast is like I'm doing it only because I can't do stand up and I need more people to come watch me do stand up. That's where the real jokes are. Which is why I'm actually like thinking that this will be the last episode of the podcast that I will be uploading in my YouTube channel, which is like Kel Shresht, which is for my stand up. Because, man, too many people, like a lot of audiences just like pricey, they don't come, they don't buy tickets to come actually watch you live or at least watch me live. And a lot of them, even when they watch on YouTube, they just want like, oh, where's the joke? They're very like, it has to be tight. But in the podcast, it's mostly just me talking. It's me blabbering. It's me being paranoid. uh, Me having conspiracy theories. That's what this entire podcast is about. It's called Up in Bed because I stay up at night. I go to sleep like 6, 7 in the morning only because I'm up thinking like, is that what happened? Like, is that why my underwear is? So that's what the podcast is generally going to be like, from like episode to episode. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start my own like a different channel just for the podcast. It will be called the Up in Bed Podcast, and that will be the name of the channel. Whoever likes this, if you actually don't mind what I'm doing with this as it's going to be short videos. Okay, I'm just going to be like 10 minutes, 11, because I don't even listen to podcasts myself, to be honest. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, okay, you're just a guy who's alone and talking. But now I'm alone and I'm talking, and I want to be heard. uh, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll just end with what this is the last part. Okay, this is the part that really, was the weird part, because you said this is how he finished. The guys, the rest of you, whoever's there, all seven of you. Uh, this is how he ended the comment. Okay, he said, "I wish I'd be able to meet you someday and befriend you out of goodwill in time ahead. All the best." Right, man, I love you, but this is the problem, right? We'll meet someday, and that'll be really cool. But unfortunately, I cannot befriend you, because there are only so many free tickets I can give by putting my friends on the guest list for my live shows. Okay, I still have to pay rent, and I don't want to be homeless. So I didn't want. So I no no I I cannot have you. I'm sorry to decline your offer to be my friend. The registration is closed. You know I already have like four of them. Four friends, and that's enough. I can't give more, right? And I wanted to be nice about this. I wanted to say this in private, which is why like I thought, okay, he's a fan. He's clearly a fan. He's probably following me on Instagram. So I tried to find Manohar Jha on my Instagram followers list, and you're not there, man. You're not really following me on Instagram. So now, like, fuck friends. I don't even know if you're really my fan. All right, and that hurt. That's not really a good place to be. You know, is it really does it really have to be the marketing? Because if it's just marketing, sometimes it backfires. You guys saw the Tanishq ad that happened last year. The interfaith marriage. Everybody got pissed. I got pissed, but then I found out that everybody else was pissed because they thought it was promoting men from one religion to steal the women from the other religion. But I thought the ad was promoting women from one religion to steal the gold from the men of the other religion. You know, because it's Tanishq. They don't give a fuck about God. They're just trying to move product. You know. And I was thinking, why did I interpret that advertising, that marketing different from others? And that's when I realized I am progressive enough to know that women are not objects. But I also think gold is more valuable. You know, because listen, if I'm trying to open an account in Muthoot Finances, right? And the guy's like, "Hey man, what are you keeping in the safe?" I can't be like, "My wife." That might be considered sexual trafficking in some countries. I don't know what is considered in our country, because like still the whole system of dowry blows my mind. Can you imagine that our sex ratio is so bad in this country, but still there are guys who are just like, yeah, forget the girl. How much more, how much money are you giving me? And hey, that's how they ride. That's just how they work and function. I don't know. Anyway, Manohar, I'm not sure you're a fan, right? I hope you are. Guys, I'll see you. I'll start a new channel and I'll put that out. Come watch my podcast there. But it's just gonna be this. It's not jokes. It's gonna be me trying to be funny, but it's also gonna be me complaining to you guys and telling you guys what crazy conspiracy theory I've come up with next. If you like that shit, please follow me on YouTube on another channel. At this point, it sounds like unrealistic, right? Like I have two channels. The first one itself is not really. I don't know if you noticed this. This is probably the only marketing move, like actual marketing move I've ever done. But since Jan of this year, I changed the spelling of my name across social media platforms. Now it's just KELT. It's Kelt Shresht, but it's KELT. It's no longer. I dropped the J, the D's, the T. It still doesn't make sense. But at least now I hope people can pronounce. You know. See you guys. you're you're still there, right?